Hello everyone, welcome to Real Academy. I am Madhushri Tokekar. Today we are going to discuss about past tense. Let's begin. Tense symbolize the ever-moving non-stop of will which is forever busy, gathering moments of future and throwing them into the dustbin of the past. Past tense denotes the action that we have already completed in the past. Now, this is the categories or this is the structural definition or example of past tense. Past categorized into four different parts: simple past, past continuous, past perfect, continuous. Let's begin with simple past. Used to indicate an action completed in the past. It often occurs with adverbs of time. Sometimes it is used without an adverb of time. Used for past habit. For example, I played football when I was a child. That means I, the subject, is indicating that he used to play football when he was a child. So, the action performed by the subject I had already happened in the past. Next, you see assertive sentence. Like we will start with the same example that we have started. She wrote a letter. Now, assertive, she wrote a letter, she stands out as subject, wrote the second form of the verb, that is V2, letter the object, ending up with a full stop as because it is an assertive sentence. Moving on to the next, the negative sentence, she did not write a letter. She, subject, did not plus write. Why have we used write here in place of wrote? Because we have already put a past tense. We have already put did, the auxiliary verb, which indicates the action that happened in the past. So, when we have already used the auxiliary did, we are not supposed to use the second form of the verb, rather than we have to use the first form of the verb. So, we have used write, a letter, object. Interrogative sentence, did, as because we have to start with the auxiliary to frame a question, did plus subject plus V1 plus object plus question mark, which is a mandatory factor for any interrogative sentence. Now, how it looks? Did she write a letter? And moving on to the interrogative negative sentence, did plus subject plus not plus V1 plus object plus question mark, did she not write a letter? Next is past continuous tense, which is used to denote an action going on at some time in the past. That the action happened sometime in the past and it is in the continuous process. Example, I was driving a car. Rule, was where plus ing, as because continuous, I have already told you that continuous tense means verb plus ing. Assertive sentence, subject plus was where plus V1 plus ing plus object plus full stop. She was writing a letter. Negative, subject plus was where plus not plus ing plus object plus full stop. She was not writing a letter. Interrogative sentence, same thing, was where plus subject plus ing plus object plus question mark. Was she writing a letter? Question mark. An interrogative negative sentence, was where plus subject plus not plus ing plus object. Was she not writing a letter, with question mark as mandatory for any interrogative sentences. Moving on to the next, we have past perfect tense. Let's see. Used to describe an action completely before a certain moment in the past, usually a long time ago. If two actions happened in the past, past perfect is used to show the action that took place earlier. That means the action which has already completed in the past, which has already completed or took place earlier, that is quite to be understood with reference to past perfect tense. Now, let's see. The patient had died before the doctor came. That means this action has already happened before the doctor came. The patient had already died. Now, let's see assertive sentence. Subject plus had plus V3 plus object plus full stop. She had written a letter. Written a letter. That means verb third form. We have used verb third form. Negative sentence, subject plus had plus not plus object plus full stop. She had not written a letter. Interrogative sentence, had plus subject plus V3 plus object plus full stop, question mark. Had she written a letter? And the last one, interrogative negative sentence, subject had plus subject plus not plus V3 plus object plus question mark. Had she not written a letter? Past perfect continuous tense, used to denote an action that began before a certain point in the past and continued up to some time in past. Example, I had been learning English in the school for 20 days. Now let's move. Assertive sentence, she had been writing a letter. So subject had been V1 plus ing plus object plus full stop. Negative sentence, she had not been writing a letter. Subject plus had plus not, as it is a negative sentence, plus been plus V1 plus ing plus object. Interrogative sentence, had plus subject plus been plus V1 plus ing plus object plus question mark. Had she been writing a letter? Interrogative negative sentence, had plus subject plus not plus been plus V1 plus ing plus object plus question mark. Had she not been writing a letter? With this, we end our session for today. Thank you very much.